Right, we're looking at rearranging formulae here. Now, when you rearrange formulae, you're going to make a certain letter the subject. Now, in this case, in the first case, it's Y, okay, which means we want to be left with Y equals and then everything else on the other side. So at the moment, I've got 3Y, I only want 1Y. I've got a minus X with it, and I've got all that equal to Z. So the first thing I'm going to do, and I'm going to put my workings, and it's crucial that you put your workings, is I'm going to add X to both sides. Okay, now if I add X, remember the letters in algebra work exactly like numbers. Okay, what you can do to numbers, you can do to letters as well. So here we go. So if I add X to both sides, I end up with 3Y equals X plus Z, or Z plus X, it doesn't really matter. Right, now I don't want 3 Y's, I want 1 Y, so I need to divide by 3 because it's 3 times Y at the moment, so I need to divide by 3. I do the opposite, don't I? So if I divide by 3, now when we do, if I want to divide the whole lot by 3, I'm going to do it as a fraction. Remember, in algebra we tend to use fractions like that. Okay, now second one, a little bit tougher because I've got two n bits basically. I've got this bit here, I've got this bit here. So I need to get them onto the other, onto one side of the equals, and I need to get everything else onto the other. So the first thing you've got to do, and this is a little bit tougher. First thing you've got to do is I'm actually going to take mn from both sides. Okay, so subtract mn from both sides, and I get 3n minus a minus mn equals b. Okay, now I've got this errant minus a here, so I'm going to add a to both sides. I better make it a little bit smaller in case I run out of room, but there you go. Okay, and I end up with 3n minus mn equals a plus b, or b plus a, doesn't really matter which. Now 3n's minus mn's, alright, is a little bit tricky. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to factorise. So that means I'm going to take out a common factor, and because n appears in both bits, both there and there, okay, I can take out n as a factor because I just want one n left at the end. So there we go. So I'm now ready. I've got one n that I can make equal to everything. Right, so I can do that now. How I do that is n times that bracket, so I'm going to divide by 3 minus m, minus m on both sides. Okay, I haven't really got room to fit it in over the other side, but you remember, whatever you do to one side, you must do to the other to keep it all balanced. So this time I'm going to do a plus b over, now I don't need to do the brackets bit, over 3 minus m. Alright, and I've got n on its own, and everything else on the other side. So remember, it's working the opposites. Remember that letters work exactly like numbers. Whatever you can do to a number, you can do the same thing to a letter.